Hi and welcome to tonight's tutorial. I'm Pam Wrigley and I am a bridal makeup artist and hairstylist. Thank you for joining me. Tonight I'm going to show you a style that one of our students has requested. But before we go into any more detail on that, I just want to say if you have any questions as we go through tonight's tutorial, please just pop your questions into the chat box and I will do my best to keep an eye on everything tonight. And so I'll be able to answer your questions. It could be anything to do with tonight's bridal hairstyle, or it could be just about working as a bridal hairstylist. So you can also join me on my e-learning site, my online bridal hair course. If you're looking to become a bridal hairstylist and you want to learn things in a little bit more depth, because we can't kind of zoom in and show everything kind of close up and in detail here on our live YouTube tutorial in the same way that we can in our HD videos on our e-learning course. So please, you can always get some information on that from our intro and join me for our e-learning course, which is 50% off at the moment. Anyway, let's get started with tonight's style. It's a beautiful kind of low braided style. Now, there are lots of different versions of this style. I'm not quite sure if you're going to be able to see this on my phone. I'm going to see if it shows up. This is the picture that one of our students sent to me, which is a gorgeous kind of fat, chunky braid. And I think you can probably see that the hair's a different colour at the bottom. So there are a lot of extensions have been used in this particular style that Sheetal sent in. Let's get that back up again. Sheetal sent this in to me. So thank you for sending this in. Let's just see if I can get that a little bit more. Maybe you can see the top of it a bit better. So that's a style that we're going to do tonight. Hi, Adjua. Thank you for joining me. But I'm going to do a version of that style. There are lots of different ways of creating these low, twisted, kind of braided boho looks. If you've got time to do a lot of the hair prep and to curl the hair, what you can do, and we've got a style very similar to this on one of our previous YouTube videos, where you can kind of create a small braid in the hair and pick up just with a small section of hair, and you can pick up the curls and push it through the braid. So you've got a nice braid, and then at different angles you curl the hair and you push it through the braid, different varying positions and varying amounts as you work your way down the hair. You might have two different braids in there, so it kind of becomes this very loose, low, kind of piecey style that's quite wide and gorgeous. But the one that Sheetal sent is a little bit different than that. Let me show you again. It's kind of let's just get this up for you. It is more chunky and kind of solid. So it's not so loose and wide. So I'm going to show you a couple of different ways you can do this style. So you could do this one where you've got a small braid, small tight braid like this. I'm not going to do this all the way tonight because I have done a style very similar to this before, but you get a braid, you put a band on it. I'll just put a clip on it for now, and you pick up your curled hair and push it through the braid, and you can and you pick up the curls if you're doing this, the curls kind of tell you where the hair needs to go. I'm doing this very quickly here. But you can see it's kind of got that there, and then you might pick another curl up from this side, twist it and push it through, and go the whole way, kind of going through these braids. You can have more than one braid to create this soft boho looking undone style. Or if you want something a little bit more secure, the way that the style that Sheetal sent in, there are a couple of different ways you can do it. Now, I would say from the look of the picture there, it looks like they've kind of braided the lady's hair, quite a chunky braid down the center, and then they've wrapped hair around and covered the braid almost. But I'm going to do a kind of different version of that, and we'll do a little bit of that later on, lower down. It is a style that needs extensions, and as you'll see from the photograph, the hair's a different color at the bottom. So it depends on what your bride what your bride wants, the look she wants, whether she wants that two-tone kind of effect, almost balayage effect, but reverse, because it is a balayage because it was dark at the top and blonde at the bottom. Let's just show you again. There you go. So dark at the top and blonde at the bottom. So, but let's just show you how you get a version of this. There are lots of different ways you can do this style, but I'm going to show you one version of it. So we're going to start off. I've created a little bit, the kind of front bit. So I secured the hair on the crown, swept the hair around from the sides, and I've actually included a little braid here. And that's optional, the other lady on there, she had her hair quite smooth and sleek, but on this one we've got a little braid kind of coming back into our braided style, and I've secured those sections. And then it's actually quite easy, because what you're doing, you can really do this actually with minimal hair prep as well. You just kind of need to make sure that the hair is nice and secure. And I've put some extensions in. So we've got extensions in this style. Somebody would have to have very long hair to have enough hair to make this style look kind of really long and thick. So we've got some extensions just clipped in just below the occipital bone. So you don't need them too high. It's really more to give length to the hair. Let me just see if you can see the bottom of this lady. There we go. Make sure you can see what I'm doing. So I'm getting two sections, and I'm just going to bring them around. Now you would leave little bits down at the side. This particular client doesn't have any layers cut in, so I haven't left any bits down at the side. I'm just going to clip this hair just out of the way. So I'm going to get my little band and put a little kind of ponytail here, quite high up. And then once you've got the ponytail, you're just going to push that through and pull it through the back. And then you can loosen and get it all kind of soft and gorgeous. So I'm not wrapping around just yet. I'm just showing you a different way of creating this kind of almost braided look. But it's a bit gappy here. Don't worry about that. What you're going to do with the gap there, you're going to pinch it together and pop a bobby pin down the back to hold it together. It's not so easy to do when I'm standing at the side here. That's it. I think that's right. Now let me just do that again. I'm just going to turn her around to face me while I do this bit. Sorry, because it's hard to clip. It's better when I'm not when it's facing the wrong way. But basically I've just popped a bobby pin down the back here, just to gather all this together, our piecey little bits. I might pop another one there, just so you're kind of happy with the shape and kind of have a little play around. That's it. You can loosen it as much as you like, make it as wide as you want it to be, and then repeat. So we're going to get two more sections of hair. Bring them around. Now you can smooth them down with a little bit of cold cream if you want to. Do another couple of sections or a little bit of spray wax. But it's quite a quick style because you don't really have to do that much hair prep. Now let's put the clip here. Now if you are working with extensions, I'm just putting that there so I don't catch the hair underneath in the ponytail as I create the style. Now, if you are working with extensions, it's a good idea just to keep some extensions back. So I've got, let's see, I've got a couple of extensions here that I'm going to be adding in a moment, as you'll see. And then I'm going to push that through, and you can take that clip out. and loosen again. Now here, some of these extensions have got different colours in. You can see the little highlights in here. So it will kind of start to show a little bit, and you can loosen this, get it all gorgeous and fabulous. And then we've got a little visible hairband there. Now what you can do is you can always, if you didn't, you could pop a little decoration there, but you kind of don't need to, because at this stage what I would tend to do is pop a bobby pin in, bring that hair together and cover that little hairband. And we're going to keep going with this lovely chunky kind of pulled out, kind of almost a pull through braid, but it's just a twist going all the way down the hair. The other thing you can do, let's say now her hair is getting a little bit thin at the bottom here, and you think, oh, I wish I'd put a few more extensions in. Well, this is where your extensions that you've kept behind will come in handy. So we're going to clip them just behind here, so it gives us a little bit more length. And just use your bobby pins. If they've got clips on them, the extensions, you can clip them in. Otherwise, just grip them in. And remember, we've got our anchor under here. We've got our ponytail above. So we've got an anchor and we can grip it in. It's actually quite secure already. Now, on that style that Shito showed me, it was kind of more, I would say, than lots of pull-throughs like this. It was more kind of, they'd got the hair like this. So you can do a mixture, to have a little play around. And they'd kind of got the hair, twisted it, and I'm going to secure it. Let's see, about here. Using a bobby pin. Just use a bobby pin to secure that to the hair behind. That's it. And then you can get another piece. You might find it better if you do this to create a braid at the bottom here, so you've actually got something to secure these sections to. But I'm kind of just showing you what you can do, and it'll look more like the style that Shito showed me. I'll just pull that round. But actually, you know what I think I might do is a bit of a combination of both. So you would kind of look at it and you're not exactly sure whether it's twists or whether it's a little wraparound. You can loosen these. You could now do another twist if you wanted to, like this, another wraparound, or you could do the little twist and pull thing and just keep going. I'm going to do a little wraparound, I think, until you get to the end of the hair. Let's do another little hairband here. Now, if you're doing the other technique where we have a braid going all the way down from the top, you kind of get a wider result. So it's kind of more kind of wide. You can get it so it's wider here and comes down a little bit. So it really just depends what your clients are looking for. So let's loosen again. So do a twist, loosen that twist. I am standing a little, well, this always happens when I'm filming because I'm standing to the side. Nothing kind of ends up being quite symmetrical. But I'm hoping you get the idea. And when you do this, what you can do is you can use your bobby pins invisibly. Of course, we always like to create styles where you can't see the bobby pins. Whoops, that's one of our flowers that we're going to use later. Picked up the wrong bobby pin. It's better. And just keep going. Now I think I might do a little bit of a wrapping here. I think if we do a little might do bigger sections because I don't want it to get thin and wispy at the end. So I'm going to do a little twist and pull. That's it. You could even, once you've done your twist and pull, especially as you get to the end here, instead of using grips, you could just use your hairband to secure that little twisted section to the hair underneath. Then you know it's really secure. That's it. And then you could do another one. We're almost at the end, I think, now. Let's just see how we're going to finish this. That's the next challenge. If, of course, she wants it even longer, then you can always add more hair. And I think at the end of this little twist and pull, I'm going to put another elastic band, because then it makes it really kind of super secure. Twist, it's already twisted. You can pull a little bit more if you want to. And then you're kind of gonna just have a little play and get it into shape. And you've got the elastic band at the back, so you can grip the elastic band up to the hair behind. That's it. And then we do need to tweak it a little bit. Let's check out. Oh, good. I'm glad Adjua likes the style. Let's have a look. So then you can just keep pulling and twisting. Take your time. Make sure it's nice and secure. I might bring this little gap there, so I'm going to bring that hair here around there, and just kind of, you can get creative with this style actually. So and you might find at this stage, you might find you just want to add a little bit more hair, and you can always do that. It's better. Lovely. Very quick. Rather fabulous. Two different techniques involved here. We could do this twist and pull all the way, which I think would make it look a little bit more boho. If your client wants a little bit neater, the way Sheetal's client did, that's quite a neat style there. If your client wants it a little bit neater, then you might be better to go for this little pull technique here. But if she wants it a little bit more kind of ad hoc, a bit more boho and less even, then do lots of these twists and pull, put a little band on it, wrap it round and secure it in. And pop your flowers in. And these are just little kind of, let's just put that in a slightly better position, Pam. That's better, a little bit more central, I think, for the first ones. And then you can pop your accessories in, and voila, you've got a gorgeous looking boho hairstyle. A little bit up there, so we don't want to make it too even. We've got to kind of make it look like it's just kind of been pulled together. Lovely. And little spaces, you can pop a little one in there. Might be a bit too central, some of these, but you know what? I've done it kind of quickly, but I do love it. I have to say I love this. I think I like the bottom messy section more than I like the top that's neater. But everybody's different. And if you were going to do a trial, then maybe you could try these different techniques if somebody showed you this kind of style. And if it's loosey, you could do these little twists and pulls all the way from the top all the way down to the bottom. But try a few different ideas, see what your client likes best. And Sheetal, I hope that's helped you. This is a style that she asked for a couple of weeks ago, and we managed to fit it into our schedule. So if you have any styles you'd like to learn, please just get in touch. You can send us a message here on YouTube or on Instagram at Create Beautiful Hair. And I am here to help. So thank you again for joining me, and I hope you can join me again next week. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.